I see it close to the white color as well. One flower. I try to draw the petals that look like the purple color. Some red is nice to bring an effect on it. Even we can see if we don't like it, add more the purple on top. So it's moved toward burgundy color when you add red color around. So I can see one here. The other is close to this too, but it's not all the petals visible, just some part is facing us and it's visible for us. The rest is under the other flowers. So I just see this part. So I think we are okay with this flowers. We can start adding the tone on our vase, and the vase is glassy but it's colored by like a turquoise color. So I'm going to add light blue color because I would like to make turquoise color. I'm going to add blue. I'm going to add light green, or even it's better to add dark green because of the shadow that we have. So I'm going to add dark green, and then with the white we can make those lighter. So if you mix these two colors together, take the blue, bring it to the center, take the green, mix them together. Now you can have nice turquoise color, which is good for the dark part. And then we can add a little bit the same color, blue, green, mixed together, because now we would like to have lighter tone. So I take white, add to the mixture to reach light color. Half of the vase is in light. So this is lighter than that. Clean the palette knife. I'm going to use the brush. Start with the light color first. Try to add a tone on top. Even with heavy paint, you can show the brush stroke. And then move on, clean the brush, move on with darker tone from the other side. Cover with darker tone, even it's not much dark, so we can add some dark tone on top as well. But it's a little bit darker, not exactly really dark. And I make a texture because I would love to see texture on top of my painting. I think it's okay to add some dark blue color. Let me bring some dark blue color. Like this blue. When we add the blue, a little bit this turquoise color, it helps my paint move toward darkness. And it depends how much darkness you would like to have. So we can add more blue. It's the blue is ultramarine, so it's dark. Then tiny bit turquoise you can add into that and make the new color, which is dark. Or even if you would like to have warm tone, a little bit brown can be helpful. Just a little bit, not much. That's dark brown. I'm going to add a little bit into this mixture to make the dark color with warmness. That's great. So clean the palette knife, take the brush, clean it by napkin, take some dark color. I'm going to add here. Even if the color under this is visible would be okay, because you can make some lovely texture on top. Now light and dark mix together and show the nice movement, which is lovely on heavy paint. And then I draw some stroke like that to shape the glass or the bottle that it's covered by flowers. It's not really vase. I love this heavy texture that I can make on top. I keep it like this. That's really heavy and it's gorgeous. So I love this heavy texture. It takes really time to get dry, but I really feel happy with it. And one more thing's left. Because it's heavy texture, we can do some brush stroke on top right now, or we can leave it after everything gets completely dry, then bring the shine on top of it. If you want to let it dry, it's much more easier to bring the shine on top because everything is dry. If you want to do it right now when it's wet, you need to take heavy paint. Just bring 1 or 2 brush strokes to make the shine. Even here, with less pressure, even here. And 1 stroke I need to bring here to show this is the light on my painting, and even some movement of here as a glass. And that's feel gorgeous. So we leave it get dry. Until this part get dry, I would like to bring the background color in between. And the background is orange. So I'm going to add the orange on my palette. If you have the orange, that's a good option. If not, yellow mixed with red give us orange color. So with a bigger size of brush, take orange. Even the background I would like to make it heavy. Because of that I take heavy paint. And I try to cover in between all these flowers. I try my best not to go inside, but even if I go inside, those would be okay. Nothing happened, just cover the purpley tone. But with the tip of flat brush, I can go in between and cover it and make some lovely brush stroke around like that. And even all these heavy texture will visible around when you add heavy paint. You can use tip of brush to move your color so fast and try to move on around the edge of each shape. I'm trying not to blend a lot because I want to make the brush stroke be heavy and visible. And I know it covered with a bunch of leaves. That's fine. Leaves will come on top of the orange after it gets dry completely. I can play my flat brush with my flat brush to turn everywhere to make it liney in between, to add some background color here, there. I can lay down the brush to make the whole space or just focus on details. And all this happened with just one brush, one flat brush. When I want to add the background color, it's okay if I go through the shape of petals. We will come on top later by adding more paint on top. Especially when we work on top of wood, it's okay to move on with more layers because the wood is visible under this transparent orange. It's transparent, so it shows the base of dark wood that I am going to work on top. But that's okay. Even sometimes this happens for the white of canvas as well. Shape again and fill again the flowers. The background is dry, actually not completely, but it's okay. And I'm going to bring and make exact shape of the flowers with more pigment to make heavy texture. So try to fix this shape more. On drawing again, I can come back to background and cover it. When you work with two layers, it's more interesting because easily can make a texture, and the painting is more strong. Get a strong heavy paint. Easily we can cover the background of canvas or wood. Heavy paint is like that. So I finish with the shape of petals. Even when it's wet, we can have a little bit white in our brush, a little bit brown, make it dark just a bit to make some warm tone, and then from center bring it back. Some warm tone, it's interesting to have in our flowers. So not every petals, just a bit like this. Because it's heavy paint, it's really challenging to add this dark color on top like this. It's nice. And after it gets dry, I'm going to bring the yellow color on top. So the same happened for the others. Like this one, I'm going to add heavy paint with texture. So let me finish this one as well, and then bring some brownie tone on top later. When you use heavy paint, you can make already texture, but it takes really time to get dry, so be careful not touch the surface easily. And even on this one, I'm going to add some patchy brush stroke like that. The background was wet, and then go inside this white color, which is interesting. Make nice colors. So clean the brush. I need some brown to bring. And it's heavy paint. I'm going to add feeling of brownie. Make sure it's better to do at the same time when the surface is wet. I use really heavy paint, so it's still wet. It's not dry. I can do the brown right now to the center. Even for this patchy style of flower, I will do in between some brownie stroke and make it nice and interesting. Like that. So this is about the white flower. I'm going to clean the brush, move on with yellow flower. So take yellow with the same technique, heavy texture and brush stroke. Heavy texture is lovely because after it gets dry, when you touch it, you can feel this nice brush stroke, which is nice in your painting and lovely. But it needs more paint, so we need to add more paint in our palette. So this is about that. Take some. You can use tip of the brush to spread this shape of flowers to the background like that. And even for this one as well. Then move on to the white, pure white. Some more light color, it's nice to bring on top even for this one as well. Take some movement with that and then clean the brush. I'm going to add a little bit brownie color with the white mixed together. Some darker tone, it's nice to bring. It's really heavy, so they can mix together and it's lovely. Even on this one, I'm going to add some too. But it's really wet, so they can mix together. It doesn't show really dark color, which is lovely. Now clean the brush. We need to add the center. I can use this white color, this yellow color for center of this flower. Make it heavy. And even a little brown, nice to bring on the center. Make it nice and heavy. Then for this center, I need to bring some reddish brown. So we already have, let me add more yellow because we need the yellow for the other flowers. Reddish brown is like that. This color is burnt sienna. So it's already has some red into this brown. Take the color. We need it for center of some dark color of flowers, so like that. I'm going to add heavy paint here. Then clean the brush, move on with yellow, heavy texture. I just would like to make some nice movement. Yeah, that's cool. If I bring the painting close, you can see this lovely texture. I hope it's visible. Yeah, from angle maybe. Yeah, here is visible. Now it's turn for the red flowers. So I'm going to take heavy paint, shape this red color, make them heavy and strong. I'm going to add two different green that I have. I have white and yellow. So I take this green, a little bit yellow ochre and white. I would like to make it lighter to reach different value, different colors with my green. So I play with the colors that I have. Two different green color, even light color I have like yellow and white. So I can make the new green color. Even if you have the background color, it's okay to use some of them to the background as to the leaves as well. So take the brush. I'm going to use like one brush, which is this one. I'm going to use this one, and it's okay if you use the shape of leaves any way that you like. I'm going to use this color. Just place the leaves everywhere in between, everywhere that you like. Dark, light, mid-tone, any green. Just shape the leaves. I would like to make the painting busy with some leaves, which is nice because we already have a lots of colorful flowers. Even I think it's better to fill in between of this part with the green. Doesn't matter, it's leaf, it's branch, anything. It's nice to cover it a little bit with some green. And then take some heavy paint, so I cover it, then later I will add some more darker tone. around. One leaf here. I can use the background color or the color that I make my vase. Here I would like to draw one stem. So I'm going to use lighter, maybe this one, and then add the lighter color. So one stem here, move toward that. So take some green, lighter green, shape it like that, shape it like this, heavy paint, bring it on top of flowers. Even when we use texture, very gently touch the surface because the texture is lovely to have less pressure in our hand. Randomly add some stem around, connect the flowers together. I'm going to add some leaves in this space, empty space that I have. I think I need to cover this part a little bit darker tone. So because my green is not much dark, I'm going to add a little black into that. Black is so helpful to make my color move to darkness. So use a smaller brush. Take black, then green, mix these two together. Now I reach darker green. And I try to bring some dark color in between, like here. Like this part, between of this.